Welcome back, friends. What we have here is my Sig P365. This is my personal 9mm carry gun. I don't need to tell you a whole lot about this gun. Everybody's known about it for the last year or so. It came out in February of 18 at SHOT Show, and yeah, it did have some berthing problems, some primer drag, some firing pins breaking on the end of the striker, things like that. But all those things have been addressed. This one is a later version. This one was manufactured, I believe, in October, November of last year. I don't like to buy the first of anything that comes out because there's always something that needs to be addressed in it. I didn't have any problems with this gun, and it's kind of a low count gun. It's less than 200 rounds through it. But recently, I just finished up a 200 round practice session with my Walther PPQ Q5 match. This is the gun that I use in competition. I grip it just like this, and everything seems to work just fine. And so right after that little session, I grabbed my 365, which is on the bench, grabbed it, and went to town. Now, what do you see going on here? Well, I'm riding a slide like a big dog here with my left thumb. So that's not good. And the reason for that is because I'm not practicing enough. I immediately started having some problems I hadn't had before. I had some failure to go into battery, had some stovepipes, had some failure to feeds, just basically a plethora of problems. Just a pile of crap was going on at the time. And so I said, well, something's going on. Let's stop and look at it later. And then I noticed my grip. And I'm thinking, maybe I was the problem. So I got it home, got it apart, and I noticed this. We have a recoil spring failure. It didn't break, but what it did is it jumped up 4 coils. So obviously it's not working correctly. So did I cause the problem by riding the slide, or did this just happen independent of me? Not sure, but I called Sig early Monday morning and explained my problem, and they said, we haven't really seen a whole lot of that, but that is definitely no bueno, so let us ship you out another one, which they did, and I appreciate that. It seemed to take forever, but after about 3 weeks it finally showed up. So what I did is, let's take a look at this one. The new one came in, and it is virtually the same one, a little bit of difference. And you'll notice if you have a new one or an old one, see if we can get this to focus. Probably not, but we'll try. The new one has 4 flats on the guide rod here, whereas the old one is round. I marked the springs. They are the same diameter. They are the same length. Both springs. So everything else is pretty much the same, although this is a different guide rod. I searched the internet. I didn't see a whole lot of information about this, either on the forums. There was one video on YouTube about this, and he had the exact same problem. Jumped up 4 coils like this. But it was a 1-minute video of him basically showing the guide rod. Told us absolutely nothing. I don't know what caused it. I don't know if he fixed it, how he fixed it, or what problems it was causing. But that's all I could find. But Sig said they haven't seen a whole lot of problems with that, and I'll just have to take them at their word. So what we're going to do is we are going to take this out this weekend, and we're going to put it through its paces with about 4 different types of ammo. And I assure you that I will pay close attention that I'm not riding a slide like a big dog, and I will concentrate more on this. And that's something that, you know, you need to pay attention to, especially with your carry weapon. And you need to practice. You can't just expect to draw the thing and have it work for you. In this instance, I'm not sure if I was the cause of the problem, but we're going to find out. But my practice now will be working on a grip, and I've got a nice place I can rest my thumb. There'll be some muscle memory here. I can feel it right away, and I know that I've got a good grip if I'm right there. So this is going to work for me, but we're going to run the crap out of this thing this weekend and see how it works. So let me know if you have seen this problem or heard of it. If you have had the problem, tell me what kind of symptoms you had, how you fixed it, if you used an aftermarket spring or you went with the Sig Sauer that they graciously sent me under warranty. So until next time, you guys keep the muzzle pointed down range, and we hope to see you down the road. Adios.